How are you doing today?
I'm very good, fine. Thank you.
Fantastic to have you here with us. And yes, heartiest congratulations on the great rankings
Thank
and
you.
achievements that you've acquired. 17, I believe, with NEET
Yeah.
and 58 with AIMS. That must have been quite a task for you.
Thank
So
you.
finally, what subject have you taken?
I'm currently pursuing my MD in emergency medicine at AIMS.
That's wonderful. And did you always want to take that? Or
Yeah,
did
it was
something
my
on your
dream
mind?
from my third year, undergraduate third year.
So you decided much
Yeah.
earlier than this.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Well, we all have a dream and we try to work towards it. But of course, there's a lot of strategizing happens, a lot of planning that happens. So
Definitely.
how did you really, when you knew that okay, you want to take your medicine, and these are the exams that you have to. So what was your first thought or your first strategy towards it?
Well, actually, I did undergraduate subjects quite well during my all 5 years or 4.5 years of undergraduate. I quite studied most of the standard books. So I'm quite comfortable with the subject and the theory part. When it comes to the internship portion, which made the main difference towards preparation for the PG, at that point IMS helped me a lot. I joined the IMS online classes, and the subjects which were taught were quite in depth, and so that I could review all my subjects without going into the theory books again.
Right.
That is, the 4.5 year would have been a long time, and then initial subject would have been forgotten by that time. But IMS did a lot of work to brush the subjects so that I could
So
revise
your
them in
entire
time.
4.5 years
Yeah.
were very concisely but
Yeah,
not very
definitely.
crammed.
Yeah.
How beautifully IMS did it
Yeah.
for you. Well, since you said IMS is what really helped you towards getting
Definitely,
to your goal.
definitely.
Of course, my first question to you will be, when you're taking these entrance exams, there are a lot of people who are guiding you through. A lot of people giving their,
Definitely.
thoughts. Ye kar lo, ye kar lo, ye kar lo. So how did you really boil down and how did you really decide it has to be IMS? And what was the kind of feedback that you got from people and what you really was it the students which had passed out from IMS and taken their entrance exams, or was it some senior doctors that you spoke to or your fellow students? How did you really get to IMS?
Well, none of the college seniors have ever joined IMS before me. So actually, I did not have any first-hand experience that IMS would really help.
Okay.
But when it comes to opting for IMS, it was one of the experiences which I had during my visit to KGMB Lucknow
Okay.
at one of the conferences which I attended in the undergraduate time.
Okay.
And one of my batchmates, he became friends to me at that time, and he told that they have been doing IMS classes since third year and on. So I thought that may be helpful, and I saw some of the notes and some of the classes I could attend. So I found that really helpful. So I thought that why not give it a try? So just in a case that let's see whether it helps or not. I joined IMS in the internship to begin with,
Okay.
but that really sounded cool to me, and then I continued the classes,
That's
and that was till the end of the internship that I could really continue and make up.
And
with
when you
IMS.
got to IMS,
Yeah.
what was something that really got your attention in terms of, was it the books that were given to you? So I believe the minor subjects are very well covered when
Yeah,
it comes to
definitely.
IMS, theories. And how about the faculties? What is it you have to talk about?
Actually, I did not have the experience of the direct classroom program.
Oh, so because you said you were
I was an
coaching.
online
Correct,
student.
correct. Okay,
So
okay.
the classes which were held, the teachers who taught the subjects were covered very well, and only the crisp points were taken, which were very useful for the PG preparation, and jotting them down and then revising them before the exam
Okay.
really helped me a lot.
But online, do you also have this particular facility wherein, just in case if you're stuck somewhere and there are certain questions wherein you can mail to your faculty and
Yeah,
do they revert to you?
definitely.
And what was the turnaround time in terms of, say, today if you send a mail to your
Yeah.
faculty with your
It would be within
queries,
3 days that I would get a reply
Okay,
for
you
definitely,
would
for sure.
get. And
Yeah.
and were you satisfied with the
Yeah,
answers
definitely.
that were given to you?
As far as the questions go, because they were not, most of them things have been covered. There were only few doubts which I had during the papers which I used to solve, the previous 5 years papers.
Okay.
The only few of the doubts which I used to mail, and then definitely I would got a satisfactory reply within 3 days.
And FTS was available to you online now?
No, I had an availability of FTS, but I could not attend because of some preoccupations.
Okay. Okay. And what is that, the number of questions that you attempted with AIMS?
Well, I guess I'm not very sure, but around of 200 I could attend 170 questions because
that's pretty less, but don't
Yeah,
you think
definitely,
so?
definitely.
I think about 190 should be.
yeah,
a good
definitely I had that aim, but I later got to know that the paper during our examination was a bit lengthier one,
Okay.
so I could not divide the time as per
As to.
the seniors advised me to.
That's wonderful. So, for my IMSonians, I want you to, Naman, say that, okay, what now that they've decided to be with IMS, do you think they've taken the right decision and they are in the right, they're treading the right path? What is it you'd like
Definitely,
to talk
I would like advise all the PG aspirants to to at least have a touch of IAMS and decide on their own whether they will be able to attend the classes further on or if they want to take a different way. Because as far as I'm concerned, IAMS really helped me a lot.
Really helped you. And how do you keep cool during these entrance exams? I want you to look into the camera and just tell them that this is what you need to
Now
do.
this is a tough question because I
But
did
I'm
my
sure you did it, right?
but to some extent because I had a lot of support from my
Did you
family
watch
members.
the movies or no?
Definitely.
Okay.
That did not make any difference in my, seeing the movie part and all. That was all part of it, so I did that my way. But, I had a lot of support from my family members too. And all my friends during the time of internship. So it was like enough to keep me cool by that
Enough
time.
to keep
yeah.
you cool. But it's important to keep
Yeah,
cool,
definitely.
right?
That is really important.
Thank you, Dr. Naman. Pleasure talking to you. Wish you